Welcome to Riverbend Talent on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
I'm Dennis.
And I'm Pigpen.
Yeah.
Here we are again, another Thursday.
That's good. You're not even breathing heavy.
I can if you want me to.
Well, you know, you come running in at the last minute there, and I was worried about you. I didn't know if you could breathe.
I was out in the parking lot getting ready for the show, and suddenly I realized it was time.
Untrue. Fake news. The truth is you were getting a bottle of water for our guest or attempting to.
Yeah, it just seemed funnier to say I was out in the parking lot getting ready.
It's funnier, but I think it's funnier to know that you're actually nice from time to time.
10 times out of 10, I'm a crappy friend. But every now and again, even a blind squirrel finds a nut. I don't know.
Well, a lot of this is fake news, but, you know.
I don't know.
Speaking of news and in the know, we have media with us today, right? Local media.
Actual journalists. So you're going to get along well with these because you're a journalist also.
Well, I don't know about that.
I am not a journalist, so I'm going to sit and watch you all in awe and go, ooh, this is how it's really done.
I think you've become a journalist. Some outstanding work over the last year or so.
As a jackass, not as a journalist, though.
Okay.
I mean,
well, you know, you fit right in with the national media then. So
yeah, absolutely. Fake news all the way around.
We are talking about Warm Soda Magazine, though.
Yeah, and this is an interesting name. So first, let's get some introductions out of the way right off the bat. Let's start right next to me. We have Lauren Leedy, and then we have Siren Songs, which I love the name there, and then we have Shelby Clayton all the way down at the end.
Yes, sir.
Hello. So all of you, whenever you talk, well, not you because you're close, but you two will both need to lean into the mic whenever you respond, just so that listeners can hear you a little bit better. Right off the bat, I want to ask the obvious question, Warm Soda Magazine, where did the name come from?
Bum, bum, bum.
They're all pointing at each other.
We have a couple of explanations for it. Really, we sat down our first meeting at Germania, and we were just trying to come up with names, and our other staff member, Brian Bethel, he came up with that name, and at first I was kind of like, I'm not really about it, and it stuck. It really stuck with us, and you couldn't get it out of your head, and I came up with a metaphor. It's kind of like we're shaking up the Riverbend artist community and letting it fizz out.
Yeah.
Nice. Flopping out, fizzing out all over the place. There
It does stick in your head.
Yeah, well, I
Ever
know.
since the first time I seen it, I'm like, Warm Soda Magazine. I'll remember that.
That's good
feedback,
yeah.
It is very memorable, but I couldn't help it, like I said, right off the bat, go, what made them call it? Like, the idea of chugging a warm soda doesn't really appeal to me. I want a nice ice-cold soda. However, it, like you say, it sticks to you. So I didn't know if there was some deep meaning behind it, a post-deep meaning. So Brian came up with it.
Yeah.
What any idea? Like, Brian's not
make
here.
a deep meaning if you want.
Yeah, no, we're just weird. I think.
Pigpen, you can come up with it. They just allowed it.
Chat.
Yeah.
He can come up with stuff. He may come up with something before the show's over.
I've already come up with something. We can't discuss it on the show.
See?
FCC rules.
Okay.
Not allowed. But
Well, one thing we need to mention is that this is an online magazine, right?
Correct.
So you go to a website, warmsodamag.com, right?
Correct.
And then you can just kind of scroll through there, and you've got, 3 issues up now?
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Right. And pick an issue. And your latest issue just come out recently, right?
Yes,
Yep.
it did. October 8th.
We were right on top of things, Big Man. See how we did that?
breaking news right
Completely
here.
accidental. That's not what caught our eye at all. We've been paying attention to you guys. Been to a couple of the events down at Jacobys.
Yep.
And we've seen Phantasmagoria 2, right?
That is coming up real fast.
Yeah. And so we're like, hey, we got to... Well, actually, I witnessed super fun. Yeah.
Rocketship. Super
Rocket.
fun. Yeah, right. Yeah,
I don't even
Rocketship.
call him that anymore. I call him
the world's largest,
tallest band because I was there when the Guinness Book of World Records was in the house.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Talk about fake news.
We have it on video. So if people do not believe it, it is out and available. You can see the entire show.
And the girl from Guinness is convincing.
Right.
just confessing as could be. I don't know what to say. I've tried to get those guys to come on the show. They won't respond to my calls. I don't know if I freak them out more than they freak me out or what.
They're huge stars. They are the world's tallest.
They are. They put on a fun show. So if you haven't seen Super Fun Yeah Yeah Rocketship, yeah, get out and see it. They're going to be. Who else is on this one? This is the Jesus Christ Supercar.
Correct.
Right.
I've never seen them, but I love the name right off the bat.
Don't forget Little Aliens on the Prairie.
Who are a local band.
Right.
They are from Alton.
Little Aliens on the Prairie are from Alton,
Yep.
not Jesus Christ Supercar.
Little Alien on the Prairie. They're from Alton. Two of the band members are in Warm Soda. Another one is a person from Post Commons too.
Oh, nice, nice. So there you go.
And then Super Fun Yeah Yeah Rocketship. They're from like all over the world, parts of the universe.
Mainly the upper atmosphere because they're so tall.
Yes.
But I think
Only band higher than me.
the truth may be Belleville.
Right, I don't know.
Sort of. Yeah. Well,
To be fair,
So,
Corey's
what-
pretty tall.
Now, where is the Jesus Christ Supercar from?
Yeah.
They're from St. Louis.
They're
Okay.
from St. Louis. I've heard the name around. I have yet to see them, but I love the name.
So they played at Jacobys Art Center during Rock the Hops, and that's kind of where we discovered them at.
yeah.
I remember us announcing
where we
the
discovered
name.
them at.
Yeah, I remember announcing the name, but
I think it ranked as maybe the top band name for Rock the Hops. We had a little vote going on.
We did.
Yeah. So
There was somebody else that was competing, but that one was right at the top.
That was right up there. I can't remember. There were so many good ones.
We'd have to go listen to the
Yeah.
podcast.
Unfortunately, I love those kind of events. I mean, Rock the Hop, so many local bands playing, but I always get chained to one stage, working a stage at those type of events, and so I get to see whoever's on that stage, and that's it. The one Rock the Hops, the one we went to in the first year of the show, I got to run around. That was a lot of fun. I got to run around and see a whole bunch of acts. But so Jesus Christ Supercar played down at Rock the Hops down there. What kind of music are they?
they're more kind of rock. As soon as I heard them, I was like, I have to have them for Phantasmagoria. The name fits perfectly. There's a very zany name, and their style of music, I think, definitely fit in with what we were kind of going for. We always knew that we were going to have Super Fun on there. We're super huge fans of Super Fun.
Right.
So we already knew that they were going to be on there, and we thought Jesus Christ Supercar was a perfect complement to
Oh,
their
man.
music.
Excellent. And
I would have to say, out of all the shows we've heard lists of bands from this entire year, this has to be the 3 best band names combined in one show. They got that going for them.
this is 3 great brand names. You got Super Fun Yeah Yeah Rocketship. I
Right.
mean, that alone's like what?
Legendary.
A legendary tallest band in the world.
Which you can catch out, if you don't know about them, just check out issue 3 of warmsodamag.com.
There you
They
go.
want to get the .com.
Issue
on over
3.
there. Yeah.
So then we got Jesus Christ
write-up.
Supercar, another great name. And the third one I've never heard until today. Little Aliens on the Prairie. I love it, man.
Local little aliens on the, just so
love it.
everyone knows.
And their music is just as good as their name.
Is it
Nice.
You currently can only find maybe a couple songs online from Cal Stevens. He's the main person on
Oh, yeah.
there. But it's revamped. It's going to be awesome. They have a song called Piasa, and it is... There's no words to describe the feeling that this song has. It's just a filthy rock song. And
Nice.
I love it. The guitar, it's so filthy. I'm a super big fan. They're my friends. But I'm an unbiased person.
Okay.
And I love their music.
You're a
Right.
journalist, so you have to give a
Right.
journalistic opinion.
Right.
You can't give a friendship opinion.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, it's great to have friends like that too.
It
right?
is.
Especially
It
for
is.
bands.
I'm
speaking
rubbing elbows with him right now.
Speaking of Cal, his article in the latest issue, The History of Distortion, Big Ben.
And that is something
Yeah.
I've traced. It's like so many people want to give different people credit for it. You
Yeah.
know, according to Sam Phillips, it was Ike Turner from right here in St. Louis with came up with modern distortion. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about
So,
that.
he said it was an accident.
I'm going with Link Ray.
Link Ray, there we go.
The Native American musician. They come up with everything. We just copy it. probably.
Fair assessment.
Yeah.
Always trying to give credit to the underdogs.
Well, you know.
We need to stop this foolishness
Whoa!
of allowing.
Do you hear what Clark Howard just told you?
Listen, okay. I'm Clark Howard. If you want to save money, don't spend it. Clark, keep to your own show, buddy. Me and him have gone fisticuffs before, and I'll do it with him again.
Oh, you will.
I'm not afraid of Clark. I can go all.
I think he's signaling us to tell everybody, hey, what's going on tonight around the river bend?
Oh yeah,
like to sea shanty sing along.
Right.
It's Thursday and it's getting late. Please tell us what's happening.
Yeah, stop this foolishness and tell us what's going on around the river bend. I get it now, Clark. I'm sorry, Clark.
He's talking about the sea shanty sing along down at Morrison's Irish Pub. You girls ever go down there and do a sea shanty?
We don't sing, we don't participate, but we love going down there.
Yeah, we're listeners.
Oh, okay.
One day, when we learn the song, we will participate.
I'll participate. I sing sea shanties at home all the time.
Oh, okay.
Me and my husband, I'm not even kidding, me and my husband sing them a lot.
Really?
We play a lot of video games.
But you don't do them down at Morrison's?
No.
You just clam up when you get down there?
That's definitely something I'm going to look into.
Okay.
You should. If you sleep at home, why not take the gig on the road, man?
Right, I'm excited. I just got to get him to do it.
So every Thursday night, he's listening right now. I guarantee it. If you're listening, I'm telling you, you go to Morrison's. No, Morrison's every Thursday night. Go down and get drunk on Irish whiskey and sing some sea shanties.
Now, I know you guys have checked out the open mic down at Germania on Thursday nights. Mm-hmm. They're still doing that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah, Voorhis.
Cal's probably performed down there, right?
He has.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
A couple of times.
Good time down at the brew house. Also down at Raging Cajun open mic tonight. Jamie Dunn and Devon McClendon put that on.
Every Thursday.
Yeah. Last I checked.
Right. Also every Thursday, DJ Denice.
Right. Dwayne
Williams.
Right.
It's going to be a Bossanova every Thursday night. That's happening.
Tori Starbuck project down at the back room at Bottle and Barrel tonight. Not familiar with that.
No, I don't know the Tori Starbuck project, but Starbucks is behind them. They got lots of money.
Cool, the back room's doing something on a Thursday though.
Yeah, Backroom's killing it down there. They've always got, and they'll bring in any kind of music. You gotta love it. Them and Imperial Pub, they're not stuck on one sort of thing. Mm-hmm, you gotta love that. So, DJ Bobby Light, 9 p.m. at the Back Bar in Edwardsville.
And then Ridin-Shotgun at the Prairie Inn in Prairie Town.
And here we go. Flip the Frog, who I've been talking to. We're going to get those guys in real soon.
About
They're playing
time.
all the time. I know. I've been talking to them for a while, and finally we're gonna get them in here. But Flip the Frog, 5:30 tonight at the Alton VFW. So that's already going on, man. Yeah.
Great website.
Head up there.
Flipthefrog.com, I'm pretty sure. Or it might be Flip the Frog Band.
All you frog flippers, get up to the VFW and check them out.
Yeah. WarmSodaMag.com is a good place to check out too.
Yes.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah. I agree.
So Phantasmagoria 2, right? Can it top Phantasmagoria 1? First
Yes.
question.
Absolutely.
Phantasmagoria 3 will top Phantasmagoria 2.
Look at that.
We're already planning for Phantasmagoria 3.
See, you haven't even got 2 under your belt, and you're already planning 3. I love it. You got to start early, right?
Voted by Riverbend Talent, the show with the best 3 band names of the season.
Yes,
And they're going to
absolutely.
top it next year.
Yes, we will.
I like this.
Definitely will.
I like this.
I'm trying to think how they're going to do it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Well, I'll give you a little hint.
Uh-oh.
So, we're having a costume contest.
Mm-hmm.
And our juror, his name is Travis Detritus.
All right.
Would you want to tell them a little bit about Travis?
Yeah, please do.
Sure. I've known Travis for close to 10 years now, and Travis is one of the most unique people I've ever met in my life.
Okay.
Originally, I met him, and we were part of the Alton Undead, which we dressed up like zombies and got people to donate money
Nice.
to various causes, and we did that for a long time.
That's a fun way to do it.
Right.
We also marched in the parade with the same cause. For a while, we did some sideshow work. Travis is if I had to call him a thing, it would be like a night carnival sideshow artist.
Okay.
So it's a lot of weird stuff going
Right up
on.
your alley, Pigpen. Mine too, right?
And
we
I
like
was,
that.
I was the
I think I
lovely
know this
assistant.
guy.
Yeah.
You probably do. Everybody knows Travis. But to give you a hint, like a look into what that was like, I was the lovely assistant, and my job consisted of cleaning up his staple wounds,
Oh. Lovely.
hitting him with sledgehammers.
Oh, even better.
I think I've seen this guy, and he lets people staple stuff to him for $1.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I do know this guy. I was joking earlier till you said staple wounds, and I'm like,
Okay.
oh, wait a minute.
Travis is great.
Like she said, everyone probably knows him but doesn't realize his name is Travis. They probably call him Staple Man or something, as they're walking by. Did you see the guy was taking staples
Oh,
back
my
there?
gosh.
That's straight out of Lollapalooza.
Kids love it. I will
That's
say
like
that.
that's like some Jim Rose
Yeah.
sideshow stuff going on right there.
Sideshow.
Yeah,
Phantasmagoria 3.
Oh my
That's
God.
3. That's not even 2.
I've seen a lot.
We just flew right past
We
that.
just passed 2 up. We're into 3 already. The sideshow thing. Like I've seen a lot of weird stuff in my life. I'm pretty open minded. I don't get freaked out very easily. But one time I was over at the old American Theater in St. Louis, and it was before the show, backstage, and I was backstage hanging with one of the bands, and I went to look for a restroom, and I didn't know my way around, and I staggered backstage to the Jim Rose sideshow, to their back, because they were part of the show. And they were all practicing at the same time and warming up, and it was just too much for my brain. I was like, oh, so much weirdness at once. Oh my gosh. I don't get freaked out often, but I ran out of that place. I was like, no.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you brought up guest juror.
Yes.
And that I'm confused by that. What does that really mean? What is the juror's job?
So, Killer Napkins, he is
That's
the
this
juror
year's.
of the art show.
Okay.
So, he was the one to pick out which artwork is featured into the art show.
Okay.
If you don't know who Killer Napkins is, he's a St. Louis artist. If you've been anywhere in St. Louis, chances are you've seen his mural work.
Yep.
And he is also in issue 3.
Right.
He is almost at the very beginning. And his artwork,
We're showing some of it right now. To
Yeah,
people.
I'm kind of looking at it across the way. I like it.
yeah.
Yeah. He's
I'm
right
a
up my
super big
alley.
fan of his. And,
Super trippy looking.
Right.
Yeah, I like it.
And monsters.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the old Rat Fink art. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to go with maybe a White Zombie album cover. Or
He totally
Also,
looks white zombie.
Yeah,
Rob Zombie,
actually, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
same.
for people that may know that genre type stuff. Now, I've seen the flyer, though, Phantasmagoria 2. You did that one, right? Piasa Bird?
Yes, I created the poster.
I compared it to, it reminded me of like a Killer Napkin style, the way you did the Piasa
Right.
Bird.
So one of the reasons why I'm such a big fan of Killer Napkins is because my own art style. It's like I like creepy things. I like grotesque things. I also like cute things.
Okay.
So that kind of reflects into my art style. And he is also likes to grotesque and cute.
If you combine cute and grotesque, it's pretty mind bending.
Yeah.
A cute little kitten on the most grotesque, whatever it is, like
Right.
dead body or something. I don't know. So do you do a lot of artwork for Warm Soda magazine?
Yeah. Almost every show poster that we've done, I created it. I'm also the layout editor for the magazine, so my passion is page design, editorial design, layout design, however you want to say it. I'm the one, along with Brian Bethel, who lays out the magazine.
And for those who haven't checked it out yet, if you go online and check it out, it's like looking through a real magazine, right?
You flip pages.
Except in a digital format. You've got like the arrow thing like they have on Facebook or any of those sites, all right?
I like love this.
But when you push the arrow, the page actually turns just like a magazine.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I know. I was watching you flip through the Killer Napkins artwork there, and I thought that was one of the first things I thought is I like the way it actually flips it doesn't just flip to the next page. You're looking at 2 pages. and it turns the page for you. I like that a lot because when you just flip and it's the next page, it doesn't quite feel like a magazine.
And that's
It feels like a screen.
Thanks.
yeah. That's Shelby Clayton. You do all that layout and that kind
The
of thing.
layout and the artwork. Now, Siren, what is your position with the magazine? What do you take care of?
So I am much less on the writing side, much less on the design side. I actually help coordinate a lot of our events that we do.
So you just hang out and bug them a lot.
Yes.
I would say it's the opposite. It's the opposite.
Is it?
We bug her.
I like it.
Hey, could you go get me a pencil?
Hey, come on.
Is that you?
Hey, come on, girls. You bug each other,
The favors are a little bigger than that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it works out. We get it done.
Yeah. Now,
And
now,
Lauren, how about you? What do you?
she's busy writing. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Looking through
The
issue 3.
editorial director, and I write and I edit, choose all the stories for it, obviously with feedback from the writers to get their strengths and their opinions in it. But yeah,
So you
words.
are the words.
I like them.
Now, am I right that Lauren, you and Shelby were the founders? Is that
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah.
So you're a philologist.
We're in on the roots of this right here. Yeah.
We're into the words here. So all the other writers submit their stories to you, and you sort of comb through them, and,
Yes.
and you are the head editor for the stories, basically. Nice. So between the three of you, you three cover a lot of ground. You got the writing, you got the layout, and you got the events.
Yeah.
We got a little of everything, and we don't even need. What was Brian? We don't need him.
Brian's very important.
We don't even need him here. I don't know.
So I would imagine you guys are loaded with volunteers, right? People that just help you out, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Hmm. So how many people contribute, do you think?
around 10 of us total.
That's pretty cool. Now, were you all friends, or did you all come together because of the magazine?
Both.
Okay.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of really cool people in the area
Yeah.
and became friends with them
Uh-huh.
through warm soda, which is one of my favorite parts of it.
Yeah.
I've made friends over warm soda.
Wow.
It just sounds weird, right? I mean, like, hey, you want to come over for some warm soda?
Yep.
I think that's why it's working.
I know it's just a little off-putting, but I like it. So warm soda started back in 2018, right? And it's a quarterly type magazine, so you put one out every 3 months. You put out a new episode. But now I want to have you again say. I'd asked you before. What is your purpose? Why do you do this? So,
Yeah,
what is
you
the
gotta
purpose?
do that one again. That's on you.
We strive to uplift and recognize artists and creatives of the greater St. Louis area.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's beautiful right there. But I like the uplift part. You know, that's why I wanted you to say it again, because I was just asking you for general purpose outside, but it was such a good answer. I wanted everybody else to hear it. So uplift and recognize artists. Man, it's almost like you guys like the same thing we like.
Yeah.
Showing off all the
about to
artists.
say.
Yeah, showing
Yeah.
off all the artists in the area, because this place is packed with them, man.
It is.
Wall to wall.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people realize that. And that's,
I agree.
that's where we started.
I think people around here that are in the art scene don't realize it sometimes.
You know.
Right.
Or the music scene, all of the
Exactly.
artists in general. One of the things when we started this show that we talked about was there's so many little music scenes. If we could just make an Olympic symbol out of them and have them all start combining and overlapping each other, now pretty soon we're all just one big circle, after a
Yeah.
while. So
We're starting to see that
And
with Rock the Hops and with Bush Fest and Trinity River Festival, which is a combination of all that stuff.
yeah, a lot.
It's really cool, man, to see.
That Bushfest this year, 38 bands, and it covered every genre that's going on around here. Well, not every, but it covered a lot of ground
Right.
in 2 days. So
These guys
kudos to them.
cover music and stuff like that as well with your magazine, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and is that mainly Cal that does that, or is there a couple of different people?
Yeah, there are a couple of different people. Logan Bryant also has interviewed a few bands and musicians in the area.
Who did the super fun?
That was
Yeah.
Cal.
You'd have to send somebody in there that can handle that
Yeah.
with those guys. Right?
Can handle it. It's a
Yeah.
good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you're ready. You got to be a little ready. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's like interviewing Gibby Haynes or something.
Well, yeah.
You're not going into it with a regular mindset. You're going in going, this is going to be weird, man.
So, St. Louis artists, a lot in this latest issue. You got Melty Face, Bruno Diaz, and Killer Napkins all
Melty
featured.
Face.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I'm unaware of
See?
Melty. I got to go read about it now, just because I love the name.
Yeah.
So Tyler, Melty Face, he's a person that we've met through Warm Soda. We both kind of just stumbled upon each other, and he's been a great friend of ours ever since. He's been in a lot of our shows.
Wow, I like it.
He also does grotesque art, so
Dennis is flipping through the digital Warm Soda, and I'm kind of just getting my first glance. I like it. Very weird. I mean, Melty Face, I'm obviously going, he's going to be trippy, right? Just from the name Melty Face, and it's some sort of grotesque and just kind of weird looking stuff, so
yeah.
I like it.
And he'll also be featured in Phantasmagoria, too. He has
All
art
right.
in there.
Excellent.
We'll also have Killer Napkins art.
What
as
about
well.
Bruno Diaz? You have him in the latest issue.
We are hoping to have him featured. We're unsure if we will.
Okay.
But yeah, hopefully.
You know
Fingers
what,
crossed.
Bruno, just get on board, dude. Come on, man.
Come on, buddy.
Well, I don't know. Come on, Bruno. Seriously, just do it, dude.
You know who's on board?
Who's on
The
board?
Halpin Music Company. They sponsor our show, and we are very grateful for Halpin Music for putting us on each week, and for Mr. Matt Van Voorhis and Macias Insurance.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it without them.
I want to thank Halpin not only for their sponsorship, but for all the great services, like when they fixed my daughter's saxophone last week.
All
Great
right.
job. And Matt Van Voorhis, not only for sponsors, but for the insurance.
Right?
When I burn my house down, I'm going to count on you to pay me. Oh, no, I mean, I didn't say that, did I? Is this thing on?
I think so.
Thanks for the insurance, Matt.
So, come dressed in costume for Phantasm, or is it too late? See, I get confused when like Halloween's right in the middle. It's like, okay, which weekend do we go out? And if it's the wrong weekend, you look kind of silly. I mean, you ever go to a costume party and you're the only one dressed?
Every day is Halloween.
Every day is Halloween. That's the way you should go about it.
I've gone to a few costume parties where I was the only one not dressed.
Okay. Well, I don't think that was on purpose either.
No, 72-hour evaluation said I was okay at the end. I just didn't have any clothes on. I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's talk to our guests or talk about gigs or something. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Well, we do need to do a few shows as we move into Friday and talk about that. But we can remind everybody that we're talking to Siren Song, Shelby Clayton, and Lauren Leedy. Right. Not Letty. Leedy.
She's going to lead me into this next conversation.
And they're with warmsodamag.com. Right? So now we're going to talk about Halloween costume party down at Morrison's on Friday night with Mila Duffey.
All right. And what are you going to dress as?
I don't know. I'm just saying there's lots of them. I tried to note on cottonmouth.org when you're going through the gigs, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, the Halloween, anybody who mentioned Halloween, I tried to put it in there.
Right, or if they're a costume party specifically.
So if you're on a Halloween tour this weekend, you can just log on cottonmouth.org and look for the word Halloween and go to that place.
I think I'm going to go dressed as Donald Duck, just a sailor hat and a shirt, nothing else.
Well, that'd be just Ducky.
That would be pretty ducky.
Yeah.
Be ducking cool.
Stray Bullet is going to be at the back room of Bottle and Barrel at 8:30.
Johnathan,
Friday night.
Yep, Johnathan Baker, 7 p.m. at Bossanova.
Jazz Tonight down at Chez, Marilyns at 8 o'clock on Friday night. And the Piasa Project, 7 o'clock at the Alton VFW.
There you go, man.
Right.
That's a good start on a Friday night. Also, Outlaw Opry, 7 p.m. at Baker's in Hale, which has some great food if you haven't been there.
In Edwardsville, Hicktown at the back bar. Bags Fly Free, right? And the Mondin Band at the Stagger Inn. And the Skylark Brothers doing Big Daddies on Friday night.
I got to go see Bags Fly Free. The name cracks me up every time I hear it, and now I got to know what they do. Bags Fly Free. All right.
I did that once when I was singing Super Fun Yeah Yeah Rocketship. I just showed up.
Yeah?
Well, it took me a minute, but I got into it after a while. I figured out what was going on, but at first I had no idea what was going on.
That would take you by surprise. I could see, it's a show.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It's different than anything else going on. So there we go. Did that take care of our whole Friday? I don't
No,
even
it didn't
know.
really take care of our Friday.
Well, what I noticed is when I turned the page here, we got Johnathan Baker at 7 p.m. at Bossanova, and then Johnathan Baker 5 p.m. at Aeries. So he's going to have to book it, man.
Yeah.
Just saying, don't get a speeding ticket.
I'm glad you
Jonathan.
brought that up because I seen a meme. I guess that's what they call them with the picture and the writing, right? I'm not caught up with all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's not what I call them, but that's what
I'm in the
most people
ballpark,
call 'em.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
See, I'm learning. Anyways, so it had a date and then Johnathan Baker and then another date, but no one below that date. So I'm like, is he playing both dates? Because he's in between. So it was the Bossanova one, and I'm glad we brought this up because looking for gigs, sometimes I get confused. And so, and there's, a reason for it sometimes. I don't know why. There's confusion, like one bar will list something, and then you go to the band's website, and it's nothing
Totally
listed.
different, right?
So,
I get confused just listening to the gigs. So
I know.
there we go. So let's Johnathan Baker 5 p.m. at Aeries Winery. Let's just call it that.
Right? Doc Holliday at Doits Village Inn, Pontoon Beach on Friday. That means they're doing Saturday, too.
Right,
Right.
Doits usually does back-to-backs there. Ridin-Shotgun, 7 p.m. at the Wood River Moose.
And they always update their site. Great band for that. The Graham Band, he does, too. Graham Band.
Hardest working man in show business there.
And that's why I know he's going to be at the Turf Bar in Breeze.
Breeze, Illinois. Beautiful, man.
Halloween Party Alert. 8 p.m. at JJ Thermos in Eastgate Plaza in East Alton.
Another Halloween party alert.
Right.
Halloween party alert. Amped up Halloween style, 9 p.m. at the Imperial Pub on Friday night.
And then Philip the Frog will be at Copper Stills and Mash in Carrollton. and here's an example of what I'm talking about, okay?
Yeah.
Exit 52 is listed on one website
Yeah.
as playing at the Hog Pit at
Right.
6 p.m. It's not the Hog Pit's website. Two
Right.
different places I looked on the Hog Pit. No mention of Exit 52. So I went to Exit 52's Facebook page. No mention of playing the Hog Pit. I want to
I'm
back
glad
up
we're all on the
because
same page.
right, because actually there were two locations I found that the band was playing at the Hog Pit. So do I know what's going on? No, I don't know what's going on. Right. Which is important.
That's why we're here, to confuse people.
Right. What I
do
did
this
find was that Exit 52 is playing from 5 to 8 at Dan Berger's Family Vineyards in New Berlin, Illinois on Saturday.
We know that much for sure.
Right.
I'll tell you what I know about Exit 52. There's a little gas station there with the best cheap wine. No, I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
We're actually talking to Warm Soda Magazine. We're going to talk to them a little bit more, but we're going to take a break first.
All right.
We're going to regroup. You always like doing that.
Good idea. Good idea. I don't know what's going
While
on.
we're
so.
doing that, though, you should log onto your computer, all the listeners, and check out warmsodamag.com, and you'll be caught up with what we've been talking about.
Or get a soda,
Right.
get a lighter, make your own warm soda right at home. You can do this, people. It's not dangerous. Well, maybe it's a little dangerous.
Yeah,
I don't
don't do that.
I don't know.
The folks from Warm Soda Magazine warn you not to do that, Big Ben.
Yeah.
I don't listen to people. I don't listen to what women say to me now.
We are not liable for if you heat up soda in your home.
Right.
We are not liable for what happens. But thanks for liking our name.
But definitely push like. All right, so there you go.
yeah.
Warm Soda Magazine.
We're gonna take a break.
Give the website again.
warmsodamag.com.
Yeah, Warm Soda Mag. I said magazine. That's why I wanted you to correct me. Warmsodamag.com.
That's
There we
right.
go.
That's right. A lot of websites out there. Get it right. warmsodamag.com. We'll be back with more Riverbend talent after this, brought to you by the fine folks at Halpin Music Company and by that young man, Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance. Back with more after this.
And now more Riverbend talent.
With Dennis Laird and Pig Pen.
I'm Dennis.
I'm Pig Pen. That is the overdramatic
I am not
intro
typing
said.
that in over and over and over if I'm searching for you on Google. Pig pen.
Spelled Penpenpe. No, I don't know.
Why don't they have
I
a
don't
repeat
know.
button on the mouse? Just repeat. I guess that's copy paste. I don't know.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Okay. We were talking to the folks from warmsodamag.com.
Who apparently don't like it if I suggest everybody warm soda up in their house for some reason. I think it's a great idea.
Please do not.
I don't even open the can. Just put some heat under it and see what happens. I don't know.
Don't try that at home.
Try to your neighbor's home. It's more fun. I don't know.
We're talking to Siren Songs.
Hi, Siren.
Hello.
And the two founders, Shelby Clayton and Lauren Leedy.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello, Lauren.
Whoa.
So welcome back to the show.
We're talking
like
about-
we were gone. Like we went anywhere. I don't know.
Talking about Phantasmagoria 2 at Jacobys Art Center in November 1.
Yeah. So tell us how the first one, like in your expectations, how did it come off?
Well, the first Phantasmagoria, we were left wanting more. It was a blast.
Left wanting more.
It's been kind of like my dream because I am super big into the spooky, grotesque but cute art, and it's always been my dream to have art shows. I'm now the exhibition coordinator at Jacoby Art Center as well.
Nice.
Oh, you got to work with Josh Grassley.
He's the best.
He's
I
the
love him.
worst. He's the worst.
Yeah.
No, Josh is great, man.
So coming into Warm Soda, I just kind of bugged Lauren about like, can I have an art show, please? Can I host an art show, please? Can I? Eventually, she caved. She let me have an art show. That was at Old Bakery Beer Company in
Nice.
August of last year. But Phantasmagoria is kind of like my baby. I love, like I said, I love the cute, grotesque, spooky art. Alton is very spooky.
Yes.
Most haunted
And
town.
cute and grotesque.
And grotesque.
All
So
at once.
it's like the art personification of Alton itself. So, yeah, we're just kind of celebrating the weirdness of Alton in an art show.
Awesome. So the first one just left you wanting more, so you couldn't wait to get to this
Bigger and better every time.
one. That's always the goal.
Already voted the best 3 band names at one show by Riverbend Talent this year.
Riverbend
It's
Talent.
amazing.
Which, that means a lot.
It does. Thank you.
That's pretty hefty. So
Next week we've got the real ghost hunters, not the 2 there on TV, the real ones.
Riverbend Paranormal.
Riverbend Paranormal,
Riverbend Paranormal coming in. So
the real investigators.
that was they were a fun group
And they are way more famous than the ones on TV.
because they were on our show, right?
Exactly.
Obviously.
Or just the fact that they're going to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how good it is.
That's how good it is, right? Because you want to know why being on our show will make you so big. Because we don't even know like where Exit 52 is playing tonight, but yet
Exactly.
that's our job. That's why. I don't know.
WarmSodaMag.com can make you famous. So because you guys take submission from folks, right, with artwork, right?
Yes.
Is that what you call the call for art? I think
Yeah,
I
so-
seen listed.
We usually with every issue we have a local art section. There's only so many articles that we can do, but we want to highlight as much art as we can. So I started that just so we can highlight, all of the independent artists as well. Just to, make sure everybody can see their artwork. We usually always have like their social media handles so everybody can find them as well. It's just another effort to show our support for the local art.
Very nice. And you know, like I say, this whole area is just booming with artists of all types, musicians, artists, authors. I mean, there's just so much going on around here, and for a little town, it's full of it. So, I believe this magazine is something that's needed in this area to help show all the different kinds of things, especially like some of the gory art I'm seeing him pop up on your stuff. That's the kind of art that maybe isn't going to get the mainstream exposure of some of the other stuff. So that's really neat.
I'm showing you the last 8 pages of the magazine, Pigpen, which is all submissions.
Yeah.
All of them. So 8 pages dedicated just to local artists who've submitted their material. Now, how do you decide which ones to pick? I imagine there's a lot of them.
It's hard. It really is hard. For this issue, since it came out in October, we were really going for something that complemented the rest of the artwork, also Phantasmagoria.
Mm-hmm.
So we went with the more spooky, thought-provoking art that was submitted.
I like it.
So if someone submitted art and it hasn't gotten the magazine yet, it may get in a future magazine. You're just kind of waiting for it to fit in with whatever you're doing with that issue, maybe?
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was wondering, I hadn't heard back because I put some submissions in, and I hadn't heard anything back, and I'm like, come on, man.
Well, tell us
I'll
how
check
you
my
do
trash
that.
folder.
How do you put in a submission, Big?
Well, first you have to draw it, and
okay.
I like drawing different body parts of people, and mainly that's what I obsess over.
Right.
But then you take that and you go to warmsodamag.com.
Right.
And there's an area that says, what was this called again? Submissions.
Right.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot we were talking about it. I was making it all up, so I went along and totally spun out there. There's a tab called submissions, right? Am I getting close?
We actually, before our issue, maybe about a month to a couple weeks before we publish, we will put out a call for art on our Facebook.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah. No, it's not a tab on their website. It's a call from the Facebook. Yeah.
But anybody is welcome to submit at any time they want, and we will keep it, and we'll come back to it whenever we start laying out the magazine.
I have a whole lunchbox full of drawings I want to submit.
Oh yeah.
Mainly little scribblings on napkins, but I'm going to turn them in. So, hey, what do we got about 15 minutes left here, so maybe we should cover some Saturday stuff real quick because
well, that's when everyone's doing the Halloween, so we're going to have a lot of Halloween alerts.
Well, I'm afraid if we don't get to it, Clark Howard's going to jump in right in the middle again and kick us off, and
well,
if I have to fight him,
we shall. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Halloween alert.
All right.
Right. Beep beep beep.
Beep beep beep.
Hayes Bond, 8 p.m. at the back room at Bottle and Barrel in Alton, Saturday night. Halloween with Hayes Bond.
Gotta love that one.
Now, do you know where the band Hayes Bond got their name?
Yes.
From a ghost.
It's a ghost that lives in their basement.
Lives in their house.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a cool band. Cool band with some good stuff going on. What else we got going on Saturday? Black Oak, Arkansas. Out of the Ashes tour, free Halloween party, and Ricky Lee's birthday party. All going on at 1 there. Ricky Lee's the original guitar player there at Black Oak, Arkansas. That's going on down at Max Timeout.
See, I got all that from the Black Oak, Arkansas website.
I got all that from text from Jay Lipe.
Right. Well, that's why I was pointing it out. That's why it's a little different than yours. Probably, right? Because I think he called it, what? The Downtown Halloween Bash or something. Right?
I didn't read the whole text, I'll be honest with you.
Well,
I just saw
it was scheduled, then it was canceled, but now it's back on.
Right, Black Oak, Arkansas. Here we go. So that's Saturday night. So it's going to be a good party down there.
Well, the only reason I mentioned that is there's another establishment in town claiming to have the greatest Halloween party.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a battle.
Which one else? Who else is claiming to have the best?
That's Dr. Chevega at Third Shoot.
Well,
I've seen a listing. I'm just saying.
All right.
I don't know.
Dr. Chevega,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there you go.
Okay.
So, what's this big one here? Rock You Fest.
Right, yeah.
Rock the Dead with Gorilla Theory, Divine Sorrow, The 45, Chasing Ginger, Rear Window Ethics. I like that name a lot. All right. Rear Window Ethics, Evan Thomas, The Johnson Projects, 33 on the Needle, Fast a Sheep. Wait a minute, Fast a Sheep. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there you go. The Peace Lords, Mr. Malone. There you go. It's $10 for all that, and that's going on at Pops.
Yeah, it starts at 4 o'clock at Pops, and it's a benefit to help raise funds for playitforwardstl.org. And what that is they provide like musical instruments for like kids.
Okay, gotta love that. Future
Right.
musicians.
And if you bring one, you get in free. If you donate an instrument,
excellent.
You get in free.
Excellent. So that's the Rock You Fest.
Right.
And there's a lot of bands going on there.
Right.
Happy to see 33 on the Needle
There you go.
in that line
Local
up there.
guys.
Yep. And want to see Rear Window Ethics just because I like the name.
Yeah, yeah. We used to lay up in the window all the time when we were kids while we rode around.
And contemplate my ethics.
Right.
All the no, not so much. All right. Saturday night, the Alton Symphony, 7 p.m. at the Lewis and Clark College in Godfrey, Illinois.
Flip the Frog at the Sunset Grill, 8:30 on Saturday night, and Jazz Troubadours, 7 to 10 at the Old Bakery Brewery in Alton.
Wild Geese is going to be down at Morrison's Irish Pub at 8 p.m. and the number 4 Combo right down the road at Chez, Maryland, also at 8 p.m. Saturday night.
The biggest Halloween party with Dr. Shebega's at Third Shoot in Alton, 9:30.
Rivertown is going to be at Baker's and Hale, 7 p.m. this Saturday.
Lady Luck doing the Pump House, 9:30 in Wood River.
Pennsylvania Slim Duo.
Right.
It's 3 to 7 p.m. at the Grafton Winery.
And officially from the Hog Pit website, Sonic Tonic at 1 p.m. and the Pop Ninjas 6 p.m. at the Hog Pit in Grafton. They're expecting you to show up. I'm talking about the bands. They should show up at the Hog Pit.
In case you guys didn't know, you're going to be expected to play. The Pop Ninjas. Now, the Beer Ninjas have been around forever. I wonder who the Pop Ninjas are.
They're like a lighter version, probably.
I'm guessing it's
Fake
a dance
news.
show.
Fake
All right, so the Jorels will be at the loading dock 3 p.m. on Saturday evening.
Bud Summers at Aeries Winery at 3 o'clock, and then Adam Gaffney and the Highway Saints 4 p.m. at the Grafton Pub.
Boop, boop, boop. Halloween alert.
That's right.
Out at Wild Pickens in Chesterfield. Hookie.
Right.
So go check out Hookie. And last year they dressed as nuns. I remember that one. That was pretty funny. They were like really jamming dressed as nuns. So
beep, beep, beep. Another Halloween alert. At the Stagger Inn again on Saturday night. Mary J. from 5 to 8 p.m.
Like
you know
the name?
her. Yeah.
I like that. My
the
best
other
friend.
name you like, Poor Dirty Astronauts.
I do like that name a lot,
Right.
too. Yeah.
9 o'clock. They're doing the 9 o'clock shop. Halloween costume contest at midnight. So you can get there late if you want to get on that contest.
And that's at the Stagger Inn again. So I'm going to give anybody who really wants to win the Halloween contest, I'm going to tell you how you do it. Make an appointment with Jeff Lewis that day up at the Makeup Academy.
I'm glad you brought Jeff up. I talked to him earlier. He's doing better.
Oh, I'm glad to hear
Back on
that.
his feet. He was supposed to be on the show last week and was in the hospital when we found out as we started the show. He had a kidney stone, right?
And I hear he's doing better. Now, he was listening to the show, and I kept saying, I'm going to try and make him laugh the stones out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that worked or not, but
he listened to the end, so he didn't catch it all. So he missed that part where we were talking about him, maybe.
Let's talk about him now.
Well, we could.
Jeff Lewis, you were sexy. No, I don't know. I don't know. All right, where were we at? Poor Dirty Astronauts.
But thanks to Jeff, though, for doing you up. You looked amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you want to win the Halloween costume, go up to Jeff Lewis. He'll make you look like whatever the heck you want to look like. He did me up like it was supposed to be a caveman.
Right.
I felt like just a weird old dude, to be honest.
Most people recognized you. I'm not sure if it had anything to do with the walk you were doing, but I think it had to do with me being nearby.
Yeah. It's sad that I had 2 inches of makeup on my face to make me look weird, and people were still like, hey, what's up? Yeah, all right, whatever.
So while you're up at the Stagger Inn, if you're in the Halloween mood, Halloween alert, the Back Bar in Edwardsville having a Halloween party as well that night, and Infringement doing that one, 9 o'clock.
Excellent. And down at the Imperial Pub on Saturday night, Reckless Intent.
Right.
Good name.
Billy Nelson keeps their residency alive for one more weekend at the Wigglers and Holiday Shores in Edwardsville.
Good for those guys, man. Good for them. Jared Unfried, who is the hideous gentleman, will be at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville.
Rock Bottom, Halloween Alert, beep, beep, beep at Patrick's. And they should be the Halloween band down there at Patrick's, which used to be Eddie's, and they were always there.
Right.
In Granite City.
Ridin-Shotgun, 6 p.m. at Who Dat's in Collinsville.
And, of course, the Doits Village Inn, Doc Holliday, Friday and Saturday night.
We got the Slam Fest 2019. That is at the Foo Bar in St. Louis.
In memory of Christopher Badsell, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but was sent to me, so I wanted to mention it.
There we go. Mondin Acoustic, 7 p.m. at Canton Inn in Hillsboro, Illinois.
And a Swamp Goose, 6 p.m. at the camp station in Staunton. You had half of that combo at your festival.
I have the Goose half. You know what? And I can't wait to call Goose up and ask him to come back this year. It's coming, Goose. Be watching for the phone call.
Oh, is that a breaking news? Another family fest coming this year?
Yep.
You should invite the gals from Warm Soda Magazine to put on an art display there.
That would be fabulous. That would actually be fabulous.
Yeah.
We could set up a big tent, like the same tent we had last year with what was the guy's name? The artist? Man,
It's your festival.
I know. I can't remember. That was months ago. I can't remember what happened 2 minutes ago. Anyway, yeah. So there we go. Swamp Goose, 6 p.m. at the camp station in Staunton, Illinois. That wraps up the Saturday in the Riverbend area, this side of the river.
So watch this. I'm going to kind of fly through Sunday real quick. Johnathan Baker Duo doing a CD release. 3 p.m. at Baker's and Hale and Godfrey. That's a call to you, Pigpen. Did you see CD release? That makes Johnathan Baker an original artist.
Time to get
the
him
top
in.
of the list.
Yeah, we're time to get him in, right? For sure.
Mondin Band, 10 p.m. at Mike's Tin Pen, and Alton, as always, open mic Sunday and Wednesday night, the Stagger Inn. Scott Logan and Leslie Craig, 2 to 6 at Grafton Winery. Trilogy at the Loading Dock on Sunday. Jim on Keys, 2 p.m. at Aeries and Grafton. Flip the Frog doing the Hog Pit at 1 o'clock. That's official because it's on their website. Great website. Naughty and Nice, 2 p.m. at Wild Pickens in Chesterfield. That's right. Lanny and Julie, 5 p.m. at the Back Bar in Edwardsville. And our buddies, the Skylark Brothers, doing 1 o'clock at Reese's Brewing in Edwardsville. Don't forget the open mic every Monday night at Bottle and Barrel in Alton.
With the Extraordinary Blues Band.
Right, and Hill Williams, usually down at Chez
that's
on
not
Monday.
every Monday.
No, but I think it is down there this week.
Okay.
If not, enjoy the band that's there.
Right.
And just
have a few drinks, man.
If you like Pigpen, just call him Hill Williams. Right?
I love you, Will Williams. It's great, man.
We're talking to Warm Soda Magazine. They got Phantasmagoria 2 going down November 1 at Jacobys Arts Center with super fun Yeah Yeah Rocketship, the world's tallest band. Officially, that was at your anniversary party, right? That they set that record.
It was our launch art show.
Okay.
Celebrating our first issue.
Right. Okay. And Little Aliens on the Prairie. Is this their first performance? Technically, their first performance.
With all the people that are in it now, it's their first performance.
Okay. They may have appeared in a field somewhere out of their spaceship and performed, but this is an official performance.
Right.
Or they may have shown up in their Jesus Christ supercar. Right? That's the other
Where do you
band.
get a Jesus Christ supercar?
I don't know, but I'm looking
What's
for
the
one.
payment on one?
I bet
'Cause I'd like to
Tesla
get
doesn't
one.
even have one of those.
No, he's got his death ray, but he ain't got no. I don't know. Anyway.
So also in issue number 3, which is at warmsodamag.com, you talked to Bruno Diaz. We didn't mention that. And he's got an AK, and I can't say it. How do you say that? AK?
Cubensis?
Cubensis.
I think.
Yeah. See, we're not the only ones that mess it up.
Let's go to the word lover. How do you say? She said, deer in the headlight look right there.
That's good. Now,
I'd say, Cubensis, probably.
Cubensis?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good way to go with it.
It's official. Stamp it. Cubensis.
You also have Sister Wizard in this issue. They played Rock the Hops. Right? Yeah, Sister Wizard.
I don't remember. I didn't get to see him, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they played.
The name sounds familiar, but what was there was a band down at the stage I was taking care of, a back room that was kind of like Sister something. I don't know. I'm getting
that may be it.
She played at Lucy Goosey's art show in early September.
Goosey's. Nice.
Yeah. Well, you can find out all the right.
Suddenly, I'm having band names roll through my. Lucy Vijay and them visible mouth sores.
If you want the real scoop on Sister Wizard, just go to warmsodamag.com. Don't listen to us.
Right. Please don't listen to me. Please.
You can also find out about. I'm going to mess this name up. Megan Indelicato. How do you say that one? The tattoo artist. Yep.
Sure.
No, you said it in Delicato. Yeah, I know her. It's my cousin. In Delicato. It's fine. It's fine.
I don't believe that, Pigpen. But
doesn't matter.
She's at Alton Tattoo Company, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Excellent. That's too close. She's not really my cousin, and I'm sorry if I messed your name up. I didn't realize you could come up here and beat me up.
Exactly.
Didn't realize you were blocks away. I'm sorry.
And then the article I read from start to finish, you won't be surprised, Pigpen, but Alex St. Peter's did a nice little write-up on the Piasa bird.
Alex St. Sen?
No.
St. Peter's.
But I think Alex St. Sen, has he contributed to the magazine, or am I wrong about that? No?
Nope.
No.
Who is
Alex St. Peter's.
Alex
See, I knew
St.
you'd
Peter's.
do that to me.
Yeah, I just like, I don't know Alex St. Peter's, but I do know the Piasa bird. Also my cousin.
Right? Right?
I can see the resemblance.
Right? I look a lot like the Piasa bird. We're right here, mainly, right? Not so much the rest of me, but you know.
I can see the resemblance.
Exactly. See what I'm talking about?
So not only are you guys putting on Phantasmagoria on November 1st, but then you got a gala, right, at Lewis and Clark.
Right, the very next day.
Oh, gosh.
So
I like it.
what is a gala? I mean, I've seen that a million times. I'm assuming it has something to do with art, but is there anything more that I'm missing out on?
So the gala is it's Jacoby Arts Center's event. It's to raise money for Jacoby Arts Center to bring more opportunities to the River Bend. They are a nonprofit, so they definitely need all the help that they can get.
Right.
You can still get tickets to go to the gala.
Yeah.
And we'll be hosting sort of like a mini art show there. We'll have around 10 art pieces on display to sell to also help benefit Jacoby Arts Center.
Nice.
So you can go to Phantasmagoria 2 and probably pick up tickets for the gala the next day, right?
Absolutely, but
And
you can always just check out jacobyartcenter.org to get your tickets. I promise it'll be easier.
Okay. I like easy. I like easy. All this clicking around. That's why I put all the gigs right there on cottonmouth.org so
On the
folks
front
don't
page.
have to do that. Yeah.
If I got to click more than twice, I'm done. No, I'm that lazy. So, all right, this sounds cool. So, this is happening November 7th. Is that right?
November 1.
November 1st. I got my dates wrong.
Yeah.
A 1 and a 7 look a lot like in my mind.
And this show has been voted the best 3 band names of any show for 2019. There's still time. Someone could come up with another show.
Now-
So you guys haven't won officially, but you're in the lead.
No contest.
I say to try and help sell it. Let's just same words but phonetically a little different. Voted the best 3 band names in the Riverbend area.
I don't even know what you said, but
I said voted the best 3 band names by Riverbend Talent.
oh, okay.
You got to say names real
I
quiet,
don't-
soft, so
I
that
don't
way it
know.
just sounds like best 3 bands. I
have
don't know. I'm
no
trying to help
idea
sell
what-
this thing, man.
What's happening right now?
Neither do I. Hey, you know what we're doing? We're stepping on Clark Howard's toes. He's giving financial advice for 3 minutes that people have missed.
He's
because
already
we're talking
hollered at
now.
you once.
I know.
On this
Hey,
show
Clark.
about getting it together.
You know what? One of these days, me and Clark are going to go at it. I don't care. I don't like him. I don't like his financial advice. People go out and spend money and have a good time. Enjoy your life. No, I don't know. I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. You should probably save and try to live another day. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway.
So, yeah, check out warmsodamag.com. Thanks for coming in and telling us about your big show coming up.
Thanks for having
Absolutely.
us.
Once more, thanks to Shelby Clayton.
Right.
Thanks to Siren Songs.
Yep.
And thanks to Lauren Leedy.
Yes.
You guys are doing a great job. Just from the little bit that I've seen, I can't wait to dive into it a little deeper and check it out. So
You're supposed to do that before
Check
the
us
show.
out at Phantasmagoria too.
this is what we talked about at the beginning of the show. Being a journalist would look at something before the show.
Well-
That leads to expectations and stuff. I like everything to be spontaneous.
An artist brings it back around to the beginning. I don't know who did that, but
All right,
it
not
might
me.
be. Okay. Well,
Hey, speaking of art, everybody, get
wait.
out. Oh, all right,
We got
all
to
right.
tell people about next week's show because remember last year, Dr. Lynch was here, right?
Dr. Lynch and Dr. Michael Lynch and Vicky Main.
Right, and we went upstairs
Yes, we did.
into the hotel. She
Yes.
had dowsing rods, and we got to ask questions to the entities.
That's exciting.
This year, we took the real investigators up there, Riverbend Paranormal,
Gotcha.
and they were all business.
Well, the biggest difference right off the bat to me is that I've known Dr. Lynch and Vicky Main a long time, and they're doing dowsing rods, and Dr. Lynch is immediately telling you how many entities he's seeing as soon as he walks in the room. So, these guys were more like, they never even said there was definitely something there. It was all like, well, temperature's dropped 15 degrees since we've been here, and the vibration meteor's picking up,
Yeah.
and you're like, it's all scientific with those
Yeah,
guys.
that's what I should have said.
Yeah, it's very scientific. with
Because,
the-
it's real either way.
Oh yeah, I'm not
I was
calling.
just trying to plug our guests, and I went overboard.
I'm not declaring shenanigans on anybody. if a declaration of shenanigans is made, we all got to go home and get broomsticks and. Oh, wait a minute. Anyway, it
We
doesn't
should
matter.
do that anyway. We should do that anyway.
It doesn't matter. But next week, Riverbend Paranormal. We took them upstairs. Also, we checked out the hotel. So.
And the interesting thing to me that they pointed out, we tried not to tell them anything. We had already been up there just so they'd get the vibe, themselves, was that there hasn't been many investigations done here, was brought up like immediately. And that's true. So.
Yeah. Well, and what was it they said? They said, well,
Which means
they
that
said
things are more active.
They said places that have been investigated a lot, the entities tend to become numb to the investigators and go, oh, those guys are back, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, look, they got the vibration meter again. Let me rattle it.
So the prostitutes you talked to the first time were probably reacting to you that way this time and like, hey, well, let's pretend we're not here this time.
I think they were happy to see me this time. They were like, hey, a
Okay.
party again.
I didn't hear 'em say
how
anything.
How often does someone go up and play that piano for them?
We did lower the temperature in the bar. That's about all we officially dated.
Ghosts, not just like not like these are entity prostitutes.
I just had to check with Shelby. I was like, did he say prostitute?
He did.
Yes,
Just making sure.
It's for real.
Just making sure.
So we found out in our first investigation that the entities up there don't stay at the hotel necessarily. They're in and out. And of course, he had to say, "Oh, so they're prostitutes."
I asked a
The
question.
thing
if some of them
answered
are
yes.
working ladies.
The dowsing rods went to yes.
Yeah.
So I don't
I mean,
know.
they're free to identify how they would like.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not judging one way or another. Let the ghosts do what the ghosts are going to do. What happens in Ghostland stays in Ghostland. No, I don't know. I have no idea.
That's why you sneak off up there every night after the show.
It's
I wasn't supposed to tell people that, was I?
Listen, it's creepy. I like it.
So yeah, that's next week's show. And thanks once again to warmsodamag.com. We're way past it. We're into Clark Howard territory now.
All right.
Get it together, Pigpen.
I'm sorry, Clark.
It's over.
Hey,
Go ahead.
everybody, get
Sign.
out and support local music and art.
That includes warmsodamag.com.
Arts music.